every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break them when we want to. As long as we're together.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Now Manning trying to lay one up deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And his first look is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
You got 4. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, no. Check, Patriots.
Second and 10. It's Osweiler again. Underneath for Miller. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw again is Osweiler. Caught left side Hopkins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the pass. Or all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the second time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal.
Let's go. Green.
Osweiler. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And that's complete to Lewis. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run again with Jennings. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Cruz complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Throwing on first down is Manning, surveying the field. All kinds of time. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Osweiler now to throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on it that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here we go on fourth down with Osweiler. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now. Try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On On second down, here's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Manning. That's complete right around the 8. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. That late in the clock, 2nd. Quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Setting up the screen for Miller. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So a touchdown apiece, that's what we... All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Steps away to his left. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is taken at his 4. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Jennings. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and the Texans scoop it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Osweiler to throw, and he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd and 4.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Can't find anyone open. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Miller. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The pitch goes to Miller. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Manning to throw on second down. They go screenplay with Jennings. Look at the spin. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's third down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Throwing is Manning on third down. A dump off to Breen. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's got Cruz complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Jennings. And he's got room. And a solid run down inside the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a desperation. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Let's go now. Brandon now, Barney.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They can stop the clock 2 more times here. We'll see how they play it.
And a lot of people are wondering, what do you do in that sequence? Well, you're looking ahead and you're saying, get a stop, timeout. Get a stop, timeout. You're out of them at that point, but you try and save as much as possible because you know they're going to try to run the clock down on offense, and you want to make sure they're trying to do it on 3rd down as opposed to 1st or 2nd.
Right, so use those timeouts quick.
Use them quick because you're really hoping in that sequence somewhere, you actually create a turnover, take the ball away.
This is Jennings, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A road.
And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the vid, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.